What's up, Jay from ARIYA here, the Western meditation teacher. And in this video, I would like to share with you a really powerful exercise to deal with fear. Because if you're a sensitive person, you may be going through quite a tough time right now. Because even if you're not fearful yourself, chances are you're strongly affected by that atmosphere, that vibe, that energy of fear and anger radiated by other people. And I heard that many people are now suffering with certain mental issues, which I think the big part of it, or at least the big part that contributes to it, is that energy of fear and anger that other people radiate rubs off everyone. So I would like to share with you a surefire technique that will allow you to regain control and not being affected by that energy from others. Because chances are, if you are being constantly bombarded by it, after some time you will start feeling just like everyone else, which is obviously something that you would like to avoid. So some 𝒂𝒐𝒏𝒈 vibes here. Let's talk about the meditation against fear. Now, the meditation itself is very simple and you don't need to know how to meditate to be able to benefit from it fully. I'm going to guide you step by step after this explanation. And by the way, before we begin, could you do us both a quick favor and subscribe and click that notification bell, because otherwise YouTube gets really forgetful about letting you know about my new videos. So the meditation itself is very simple. If you can do it right now, let's do it together. Otherwise, you can return to this video at any time. So step number one. Find a quiet place where you're not going to be disturbed. And by quiet, I don't mean that it must be free of noise, because there may be sounds and voices, that's fine. What I mean is that make sure that you're not going to be directly disturbed during the second step, because if that happens, although nothing major is going to happen, but you may feel really spaced out afterwards for quite a bit. So just make sure that you're not going to be disturbed. You can go to a room or to a place where nobody is going to walk in for at least a couple of minutes. Now, the meditation itself is very simple and you don't actually need to know how to meditate to be able to do it. And also, it's much more fun than you would expect from a typical meditation, because it's an active meditation. It's something that keeps your mind busy throughout. There is no set time for it. Take as much time as you need for the second part. The first part, I would say, limit to 5 to 10 breaths. Now we're going to begin with a breathing exercise that belongs to the ancient art of pranayama. Sit on your chair or on your meditation cushion and bring your attention to breathing just as it is right now. Notice whether it's shallow or deep, fast or slow. And you may notice that as you're doing this, your breathing tends to naturally slow down and deepen a little. Allow it to do that, that's fine. Now, as you remember, this meditation consists of 2 steps. Let's proceed to the step number 1. While conscious of your breath, change your breathing pattern to breathe in to the count of 3, hold your breath to the count of 3, and exhale to the count of 3. And if it's easier for you to use your heartbeat for this purpose, by all means do it. And now, bring your awareness to the pause between your breath. So every time you exhale and before you take a new breath, there is a pause, there is a silence. Now bring your attention to that silence and try to extend it without straining yourself. I usually hold it to the count of 9 and sometimes even 12, but listen to your body. Let's do it together for 5 breaths right now, while keeping your attention on the silence between your breath. So breathe into the count of 3 and hold. Breathe out to the count of 3 and stay rooted in that silence that follows. So 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, out. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And repeat. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, out. 1, 2, 3, hold. Explore how that silence feels to you. As you are staying fully focused on that peace between your breath, you will realize that it can be a source of enormous power. It is though as the whole world stops and listens with you. Repeat. Repeat. Now, if you're a beginner, do part 1 for only 5 to 10 breaths and listen to your body throughout. If you'd rather do fewer, do fewer. This part is needed to connect with the power within. Now for part number 2, revert to your usual pattern of breathing. And imagine your body being luminous, as in made of light. That light is not very dense, but inside your body there is a strong and bright energy core. Give yourself a moment to contemplate its brightness. Now, every time you exhale, imagine energy coming out of that core, through your body and to the outside, but it looks and feels like steam. So if you've ever seen a steamer at work, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. You can even imagine it with a hissing sound to make your visualization more real. So breathe in and breathe out. Now bring your tongue to the back of your mouth, which is going to make your breathing audible. Just like this. Some call it the Darth Vader's breath, but it's a very ancient technique. The sound doesn't need to be very loud. It's just like a soft purring in your throat. So breathe in and then out, pushing out that energy from your core throughout your body and to the outside. Now, as your breathing is audible, it's going to make it even easier for you to imagine your breathing as an actual steam coming out. And just like with real steam, imagine that it's really hot. If you find it difficult to imagine an energy steam, simply think of a steamer with the sun shining through. So when the steam comes out, it has this shining quality to it. So this is what you're imagining. And if you're not a visual person, simply imagine the heat of that energy steam coming through and out of you. So breathe in and out, pushing the steam from your core through your body to the outside. And as you're breathing, scan your body and find out where the energy of fear is lodging within your system. Usually you may discover that it's in the middle of your chest, but it may also be in other areas. So as you are sending that steam through your body, imagine that the heat of that steam evaporates and dissolves any kind of negative emotional residue. It can be fear, but it can also be anger or frustration or disappointment, any negative emotion that you would like to get rid of. So you're breathing in, being aware of where the negative emotion sits in your body, and you're breathing out with the entire surface of your skin, but paying special attention to where the negative energy is, and seeing the steam dissolving it as it goes out. In, out. Keep working until you're reasonably happy with the results. Be prepared that sometimes one session is not enough to dissolve the residue completely. That is fine. It only means that you will have to return to it and have another go. Don't attempt to strain yourself by trying to eradicate everything in one single session. Now, when you're ready to finish your meditation, revert to your normal, usual pattern of breathing again. And allow that breathing to carry you back to your body, to this time and this place. With every breath becoming more and more aware and awake. Feel your body pressing against the cushion or against the chair you're sitting on. Now, as you're coming back, you're fully conscious and alert. And when you're ready, open your eyes, wiggle your toes and your fingers, and finish with a stretch to realign yourself fully. So now you're ready to get on with your day. Just always make sure that you do this little exit routine after this meditation or any other power meditation that you do. Do let me know in the comments how it went for you. I would love to hear your results, and of course subscribe and click the bell. Remember, YouTube will not help you if you don't help yourself. So with this in mind, I would like to share with you some little bonus that is going to help you stay strong and hopefully unaffected by any kind of calamity or hardship, and always get the upper hand when you need it. And that secret is the power of prayer. But the prayer that I'm talking about is not what you think it is. I would like to keep this video short and to the point, so I've made a different video for you to explore this topic in more detail, and I would really recommend that you go and check it out, because as I said, it's not what you think. And by the way, I was meant to tell you, I also have a dedicated student group on Facebook called ARIYA Warriors Group. And membership is free, by the way, for now anyway. And being a member of this group gives you an amazing opportunity to learn from me for free, and also to find out certain techniques that I don't teach anywhere else and I don't share anywhere else, but only with my students. So it's really worth joining, and if you're serious about your self-development path, I would highly recommend that. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was Jay from ARIYA, the Western meditation teacher. Stay safe, stay strong, and see you next time.